Hey folks, Quilly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Rimworld, Rim Dwarf World Fortress Desert Edition, where everything goes fine all the time, especially when we go out on expeditions, and we don't get eaten by bugs, which never, ever happens. Yeah, so we're down to 7 people again. Sorry, 8 people. Counting is hard. And no prisoners kicking around or anything like that. I mean, other than that, base, again, I was going to say it's shaping up. It hasn't actually changed that much in a while, but it's actually in pretty good shape. Of course, in the summer, we do have to spend a fair amount of time maintaining our farms here. We do have a heat wave going on. 49 degrees outdoor. These poor farmers are probably getting on the verge of getting some heat stroke here. Yeah, initial heat stroke, as expected. Freezer is still freezing. The hospital is still at a comfortable temperature, at least. And in the mountains, we're actually going to be mostly okay as well. We got a fancy sculpture over here. Where might we want to drop it? I'm still thinking about dismantling that room, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to install it in one of these bedrooms over here. I've got a few deconstruction jobs set up for some of these beds. I don't remember. We have to fix broken. I didn't set the deconstruction to like a #1 priority, and maybe that's something that would be handy here, just to do that, but we'll leave it be as is, and hope that's going to be okay. You're going to do some resting. We got some crops over here. We got excess guns going on. Like, weapon-wise, we've got a fair amount of stuff. Still gonna be able to spear people from time to time. Nooble over here, what's your deal, man? You should drop this and equip. There's the combat shotgun. I don't know about sniping with you. I think we'll probably grab the assault rifle, although that's really bad shape. LMG is also not in fantastic shape here, but I mean, with your skill, spray and what? Spray and pray. Bourbon from Murder Rig was wondering, I noticed you could use some help. I joined your colony. She's an unethical doctor. Her traits are nervous and pessimist. Oh my god, this person's gonna have like mental breaks all the time. Whatever, we'll accept you anyway. What could possibly go wrong? So yeah, because pessimist gives you a permanent mood debuff, and nervous makes you have a higher mental break threshold. So unless you keep this person extraordinarily happy, we're gonna have a bit of a hard time. It's funny that we'd have someone join, but I guess that's the random thing. Normally you don't get people when you've got so many people already. Bourbon over here, we're gonna go and give you some a name soon, but we'll go ahead and set bed rest. The flick is gonna be fine. You're not good at handling animals, but you do have a lot of passion for it, which is interesting. Okay, grow has to be a #1 priority. I'll probably turn off your research and managing, even though you've got some passion for it. I'll probably put the handle, something like that. So this doctor is actually going to spend a fair amount of time cooking, or sorry, well, yeah, cooking and then also replanting, and that's kind of going to be okay. Those are sort of full-time jobs, even without your ability to haul and whatnot. So no dumb labor is kind of annoying. Plague survivor, unethical doctor. That's so funny. +6 medicine, +6 intellectual. Wow, and you got lots of passion, which is nice to see. You've got melee passion, but you're not actually a brawler. Here, I'll give you the good chain shotgun over here. It's going to be fine. We'll get you kitted out with that. Oh, there are more weapons over here, too. Yeah, we'll have to do a big round of sale of those weapons. Now, this thing here, I don't know if it's found any mineral caches on the planetary view over here. I don't know what they would show up as. I don't see anything that looks different, though. So I'm going to assume it hasn't done it yet. It is fairly slow. It's like, what, you get like a chance to get one every 30 days or something, and it has been a little while. Or it hasn't been that long since we put it in there. I thought I told you to, oh, I did tell you to drop the shield, but then I immediately told you to equip a weapon. So you're doing that. Just in case, I'm gonna go and do a quick little unforbid everything over here. Boom, boom, boom. And keep going with things. So yeah, Bourbon, who we'll need to rename. Let me go, just tab out a second and get the file open. Food poisoning from a grilled steak. Salad fork, see, I mean, your name's Salad Fork, so maybe you should avoid the steaks. I'm just saying that eating that may have been a mistake. All right, Bourbon, or Bourbon over here is actually gonna get nicknamed to Matman72. Welcome to the colony. All right, plenty of life out there. You guys are eating some of that. A chunk of spacecraft is falling nearby. Hello. That's very nice. We can get metal and components. I don't think you get plasteel from that, but we can use both steel and components for more stuff. That's going to be okay. Still doing a little bit of crafting and smelting down to the plant bits. We got a major. So yeah, Matman's going to have like a bunch of those problems a lot. Being pessimist is not going to help either. So I'm going to press the dining room. That much is good. Yeah, They're going to break all the time. But that's going to be fun! Exclamation mark. Still waiting for deconstruction. I'm wondering if I should actually go and just be like, listen, when I ask to deconstruct it, you can go ahead and deconstruct really quickly. That would be appreciated. Skill isn't even important for this. I could probably just do something like that. As far as I know, skill doesn't matter for deconstruction. Maybe affects how many goods you get back, but not to the best of my knowledge. Nooble? Drop the shield belt. Why are you constantly grabbing that? You have a weapon. Okay. I don't know. Clearly I did something wrong, but I don't know what it is, because if I knew what it was, I probably wouldn't have done it wrong. We got some possible more camels to be tamed over there, which is fine. Food poisoning for seriously, what's going on with these steaks? Some of the meat maybe just kicking around for a while? It's possible. This thing, certainly at least refrigerated, if not frozen, although it seems to mostly be okay. A heat wave, man, that's going to cause some real problems. Major break risk is... Oh, it's yaks this time. Oh, were you jealous? Jealous of Punisher's room. Are you... You are a jealous person. Well, that's an excellent question. So you want Punisher's room. So I will give you Punisher's room. How's that? Unassign and give this to Yaks over here. So you will no longer be jealous. Your friend Putt-Putt died, ate without colonists, more colonists died. That's fine. Breakdown of the electric smelter, because of course the game loves to annoy you. What is someone doing with these shield belts? Why? I don't understand. I guess you just took it off there, but it looked like someone had just brought it there. Kind of looks like a bra, doesn't it? These shield belts? It's like, it's all those, oh god, I don't remember the name of the artist. Is it Boris something? You know, all like the fantasy art, the heavy metal art, the like cheesy bikini-clad barbarian thing. It's like, no, that's why that armor works, because those bras are all actually just shield belts, and that's why you it works so well, or something like that. We'll try to come up with a new headcanon to explain this like insanely cheesy art. Okay, we just dismantled a bunch of normal beds. We'll be moving this into one of these bedrooms, is the idea. Although, we're still going to have a little bit of space left over. So I'm going to go and ask for a new double bed, and we'll keep making things out of marble. I don't know if we actually have the blocks right now. But we'll go and set that up there, and we'll specify that we want this to be at least good quality on those bad boys over there. So pleased to be doing that. So dry thunderstorm might normally be a little scary because it could start fires, except for the fact that there's not really any grass anywhere. So I'm not too terribly concerned. Hey, we're waiting for more material to build a geothermal over here. I mean, we don't have power problems right now, but we are using a fair amount of power at this point. Especially I think in the winter when it gets cold and our heaters are really running hard. This thing's probably running hard, but this thing, how is this power usage high? Are you still really fighting to, like, balance the temperature? We've got double walls over here. If I just turned you off, out of curiosity, we're going to turn this thing off. What would the temperature in this room become? It's certainly dropping. Man, double walls. Not enough. Now, I'm betting it doesn't get cold. We may want to turn this back on in the winter. Or what I could do, actually, is target, yeah, we'll just target like 16 degrees over here. We could probably even go lower. We just want to make sure these guys don't freeze to death. I don't think they're going to have mood complaints about various things. So I'm betting with that there's not going to be enough temperature leak in between for this to really be too concerned. It looks like it's staying at about 20 automatically right now. I guess, oh, I forgot, this room is got, yeah, we might want to double wall the other side. I was just focusing on the temperature difference here. But of course, there's another one over there. I don't really want to make this room any smaller, though. I guess what I could do is make this room smaller, but no. We might go and build the double wall here later on. That's probably what I should do, actually, but we'll deal with that later. I forgot there's 2 walls, you guys. Some rice replanting over here. You're no longer freaking out, which is good. Slightly impressive bedroom, slightly impressive dining room. That's nice. Which one is the dining room? Is it this? Slightly impressive, yeah. Technically a workshop. Oh, we can get a statue up in here. which we will probably do. Oh, this we are going to reinstall at right over there. And we don't have the marble blocks to build new beds right now, which is fine. But Bunisher is going to go and at least do the reinstall, so that's very handy-dandy. Thank you very much for that. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this animal sleeping spot. And this lamp, let's see. Under Joy, that's not the biggest room. But we'll set up a billiards room over here. Let me reinstall right at the door. And then we'll set that up afterwards. We might not have all the materials for it, but we're going to try our best. There. Back there. Cloth, wood. Maybe? We've gotten some cloth from things. We've collected some wood over time. I don't know. I could look through the list and figure it out, but we'll just leave the job there. Now, research-wise, I don't remember what we're researching because it has been a while. And I don't think you can mouse over to find out, which is a little annoying. Just looking for something that's midway through being processed. Well, it's not you. Is it this? Oh, yeah. We're going through the ground-penetrating scanner so that we can start getting the repeat mines over in our own territory. Heatwave's over, finally. That's good. We're withdrawing a fair amount of power. Oh, yeah, this did drop down to 16. So, yeah, the fact that it was the double wall situation before. It's still using more just low power. It's not quite as bad as before, but we will have to double wall this. I mean, we don't have the chickens. I suppose I could just actually go and deconstruct these things. We'd still have plenty of sleeping spot for chickens later on. And we have to move this over. Or we could just get rid of this completely at this point. But it's not like we even have the blocks, right? Like, we have some things. Especially if I don't care what kind of material things are made out of, but I do kind of care. So we'll leave it be. We'll hope some blocks get done. You're smelting down some steel. That's good, because we always need some more of that. Yeah, I really want a combat ship to come and visit us so that we can sell a bunch of weapons. Now, we could re-enable the weapon smelting job, which actually might be in this queue. Yeah, we do. Well, if we get down to this point, if people really have done everything, then we are going to smelt really rotten weapons down. And I think I'm totally okay with that, but it is a low priority job. So we're trying to tame some more camels over here. We got a solar flare, so we have no electrical devices whatsoever. Which is fine, as long as we don't get attacked right this second. Harvesting a cactus, that's very exciting. And thermal meat rotting away. You know what? The fact that the thermal meat rotted so quickly makes me think that probably that's why people are getting food poisoning from steaks, is it's probably the thermal meat that was on the verge of rotting when we made steaks out of it. So, yeah, without the cooler, that does certainly suck. So who's idle? Electric cat. Why are you idle? I mean, you're not idle for very long. Animal handling, hunting. Oh, because you can't research without power. Right, your job is basically you just research all at a time. And you really can't do anything else, so... Alright, it's fine. I mean, I suppose we could rebuild one of the older non-electric research benches, but that would be silly. We'll just leave it be. We got some stuff sitting outside. I guess we don't have to rush about putting it in the refrigerator, since it's not a refrigerator right now. Come on, solar flare, go away. So we got the salt mines over here. It'd be nice if you could put map labels on and just like start labeling it Twitch chat. There we go. Solar flare has ended. Power's slowly trickling back on everywhere. That's good. Temperature's improving. Minor break risk. Friend constraining. Are you a nudist? Yes, you are. The nudist pyromaniac. That's true. But I don't really want you running around naked. You know, especially with armor and various things like that. I think we're just going to accept the fact that you won't be too pleased with your lot in life. So, we are making the marble block bed over here. It came out poor, so it's going to be rebuilt. Pie Skipper, what's your actual construction skill? It is very good, so you should actually be able to succeed at some point, given it a little bit of time. Traps are all good here. Traps are not good here, right. Because everything got blown up over here at some point, and we're short on steel. I mean, I could re-queue the trap jobs, and at some point I will, but we can probably just hold off for now. We still have traps here and guns here. We're going to be okay. A couple of guns here for random drops. I think I'm all fine with that. It's amazing that with 9 people, like, we still have so many jobs to do. I mean, maybe we're overdoing it on the farming, because this is sort of part of our time sinks. We end up with so much, you know, growing, and then we end up with all this raw food that may or may not get cooked at a reasonable rate. We might be able to cut back on some of the farming. Because at this point, it's starting to look like we need a second refrigerator, and honestly, this refrigerator is huge. You're going to attempt to tame the dromedary again. I mean, your animal skill is not very high, but you do have double passion, so you'll learn pretty quickly. I don't know. I want a bunch of camels. Sounds cool to me. Yay! We've successfully tamed one. Now, in theory, I have a manager job set up for the camels. Once you're tamed, you should get designated here. This is, we tame them no matter where they are. We try to put them here. If we end up with too many, we'll do some butchering, and that's okay. So in theory, this animal, yes, did get assigned to Animal Area 1. Good. What is this symbol? Oh, you're pregnant! Oh, how exciting. Oh, lovin', lovin'. Lovin', lovin'. Tie Skipper looks like a prisoner. With his little art the way it is, it looks like he's one of those stripes uniforms. And I suppose they're all prisoner of this, this colony. Makes sense to me. So we never even rebuilt this door. I think we're waiting for some more marble blocks, which are getting used to make some beds here, if we have any. Now, I could encourage someone to go and do some more marble block work. But again, it's not like people aren't doing incredibly important things as is. The harvesting... Well, no. The harvesting of the trees for wood is good. If we have automated berry picking... Yeah, I'm going to go and delete the automated berry picking. That's not worth the time. Chopping down things for wood is actually pretty important, because we need it when we get a chance. I mean, we've got our little field here of stuff growing, but it takes a while. You guys don't have, like, an optimal temperature that we're, like, spending time outside of, are we? Fertility sensitivity. I wonder if there's a more fertile, sensitive tree that would therefore grow faster on our tilled soil. Hey, we got some visitors. It's been a little while since we've gotten any. Anyone that we might want to recruit? Psychically dull, hard worker. Sounds good to me. That was who here? That was Sierra. Huntsman over here has asthma. We'll pass. Crocodile has some scars. That's not so bad. Pessimist, psychically dull. Good crafting. You know what? We'll enable it. And Woodpecker over here. Scratch. Night Owl. Oh, we'd have a Night Owl. A couple of passions going on, too. Okay, we'll set it to recruit. If I recall correctly, our chief negotiator is Yax, who's not super good. Well, 10's not bad. Bunisher's only got a 4. I mean, we can have him go in there anyway. He's got the passion for it, which actually Yax doesn't even have. You know what? I will turn it on. Bunisher might not be quite as good, might not raise people's morale quite as quickly, but we can get him trained up, and it'll be a good idea. If nothing else, having a little backup. Another tame dromedary. Having another backup negotiator for, like, prisoner things would be really good. Someone might die, or might just get shot in the mouth or something like that. These things can happen. So you got some booze for sale, which you're paying for. That's why we got some silver over here. Very nice. Yeah, they pay really good. Like, I think they pay, like, full rates or something like that. It's better than the prices that you get from just selling to merchants, or something of that effect. Now, you're being told to store what kind of booze over here? Is it whiskey? Sake, or vodka, or whiskey. Which, I mean, we should have. Rum. We got tons of sake. Tons of vodka. Tons of whiskey. Yeah, it's Quill 18's number 18 whiskey. So we can afford to go and wait for that. There's someone to move over. That's going to be fine. It'll happen at some point. I mean, we don't have anyone who's, like, on a super high priority haul, or, you know, they've always got other things to do. Like, Bunisher here with a hull of 2 seems pretty good. So you're not plant cutting that much, although now you're negotiating more often. Or sleeping, which I guess is fine. Bum, 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 bum. Even if we don't go and recruit them, we'll make friends, and they'll come back again at some point, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of a boost. Oh, they're having a chat with each other. There we go. Yak's coming in here. Charm times 4. So I don't know what kind of threshold for things we need. Excited about the proposal, huh? Proposal to join us, I guess. Does not like enough of your colonists. Because you don't like Bunisher at all? Like, is it adding up that way as an average? It's possible. How's this room? Slightly impressive. And we've got a normal statue in there. If we get another fancy statue, probably worth upgrading. Or even putting more than one statue in here, actually. Might not be the worst idea. Oh, oh, we're treating Sarah's asthma in there. Oh, interesting. Huh. I didn't realize that was something we would do automatically, but I guess we offer the full hospitality package. There you go. We're getting our billiards table over here. And we'll probably want to pretty up this room as well. It's not huge, so like getting the big positive space modifier is going to be tough, but rec room, slightly impressive. Yeah, getting a few statues in here would be good. I mean, we've got the normal one I could drop in for now, which is probably worthwhile. We actually have more than one. Shoddy. Well, I mean, it's still going to be positive. Let's go ahead and drop a couple in there. And then we can go and replace them once we get a few more. Flamebeard practicing his shooting over here. Very nice. Lots of food available for these guys. More crops coming up. Where are you going? Oh, hauling steel to the geothermal generator. This is coming along? Well, I mean, some work is starting to happen for it, so I guess that's good. And yeah, we'll probably have to start generating components. Making our own little component bench, although that really would require like full-time crafters as well, like to be doing it consistently. Right now we're having a hard time just keeping up with blocks, although we are using the blocks fairly consistently as they come up, so that's part of it. Are you checking out the prisoner facilities? I mean, I guess you're just checking out everything we have available. Fair enough. I think a little bit more of this mining has happened. I'll put a low priority, regular priority haul on that. And yeah, the problem is, I really should put, I don't know if you can put a rule to force everyone to have a mining passion. I mean, I know if you like go prepare carefully or whatever, you can edit your starting pawns to have a mining passion, but I don't know if you could set it as a rule for everything. Yeah, these people are really busy. I mean, I could, you know, have people focus on individual things. The problem is, we'd fall behind. I think we just have too many farming tasks. It sort of revolves around that, because we have, 4 people who do concern themselves with growing pretty heavily. And it's an important, very high priority job that should happen, but, and all 4 of these people are really needed to maintain this patch. So, I mean, I could drop it down, but that means one person will basically keep working full time and might not be able to finish the job ever. So it's more of a question of, do we need as much farming as we've got? And the answer might simply be no. We can convert more of this space into, just tree growing so that we continue to have a good source of wood. I mean, we've got the space, so why not, right? I mean, we've got the inside crops as well, which grow fairly quickly. I'm not sure. But I know that's a big part of our time sink. There you go, harvesting tea plants. We've got 5,000 units of food. I mean, the problem is always, how much food do we need, right? Winter is rough. Winter's always coming. And what does that mean for us? It's really hard to judge how much food we need to store. It feels like too much now, but we did have, like, the Manhunter pack. That really threw a lot of the numbers off. Are you pickling something? Oh, grilling vegetables. Are you grilling pickled vegetables? You are. Psychic ship! Alright, well, that's gonna shake things up a little bit. Psychic ship, nowhere near power to run guns. An emu self-tamed. I don't think we're interested in keeping an emu around. I'm gonna mark you for slaughter, and you are going to be doing that. We got to take away the masterness over here. Huh. All right, well, we'll put a cut in here. Do we want to sort of, like, YOLO mode the ship like we have in the past, just because it's way more exciting? I mean, we always least, like, mass amounts of deaths and injuries, but that's part of the fun of the game. However, you know, we did take a few hits. It might be nice to preserve a few more people for a little bit. On the other hand, we don't really have the material. We have 152 steel, and that's it. I don't have the material to, like, run a bunch of power out here. I was going to say, and build guns. I suppose we could just move our current guns. Alright, that's probably worth doing. Yeah, that's probably okay. So, say this power line over here. We're just going to extend. Now, you do need 1 piece of steel for all of this, so we're at about 100 uses of steel for this power cable as is. Which is kind of nuts. Do something like that. We'll want to set up a little bit of structure so that our turrets don't blow up the power lines or each other. I think this range is okay. Let me double check here. You know what? We probably want to build it a little further out. Like that. Marble, which is still our top priority for block making. Oops. Hang on a sec. Go, go, go. And yeah, we can probably cancel that. So we'll have room for 5 guns, which ain't bad. And then the other thing we can do is put a little dumping stockpile zone, say, here and here. Clear all, critical priority for stone chunks. Clear all, critical priority for stone chunks. We can go over here and set, how many, is this a 6x1? Sort of looks like it to me. So if we grab 6 stone, and I think that's the same length over here, and 6 stone, just put a high priority hull. That way these things should get filled out pretty quickly. And then, yeah, we'll just have to wait for the power lines to get built. Which, I could shift some of the construction priorities around. Although, actually, construction happens fairly quickly as long as we have material for it. And that's the only reason some of these things, like the beds and things, have been a little slower. Oh, this one got built! Superior quality room. Nice. Some major break risks happening over here. We do have the psychic drone, of course. How come it's not cycling between the people with major break risks? I mean, psychic drone's not going to help anyone. So anyway, I'm setting this up. Oh, that can be hauled away as well, just so that we have a little bit of cover, as opposed to building sandbags. Sandbags are better, but we'll have a little bit of cover for our people to stand here. Some people can also stand behind the corners, especially people with sniper rifles, but not everyone's got that. So we'll start the fight with that, and then once things are initiated, our people can sort of run back while the turrets continue to smack things around. I don't want to move the turrets yet because they won't have power. We're not ready to go yet. We'll take a little while to construct all this, but we'll have to hope that goes okay. Tell you what I'm going to do. This this power thing over here, yeah, I'm going to cancel this and put a high priority haul on the steel, just so that all the bits and bobs get carried back and available for building the power line. I think that's going to be much more important. Okay, so they expected more of us. They didn't like our steak? Come on! There was all the booze they could buy. Maybe they didn't want to buy it? I don't know. Well, that's a little bit disappointing, and also that no one joined us, but can't win them all. Well, we'll put a cut in here. Thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you guys next time.